everyone. Good evening. Okay. What do you think of this picture? Some people may say, wow, that's really cool, riding elephants. But some of you might be completely appalled. Why? Why would you be appalled? You may have noticed that elephants are used for riding, particularly in Asia. Millions of people want selfies for riding elephants or washing them or petting their trunks. But do you know, this is helping to fuel a rise in elephants captured from wild and kept for entertainment. According to World Animal Protection, the numbers of elephants in Thailand has increased by almost a third over the last 5 years. And it is causing a predicted 100 elephants a year to be poached, specifically in response to tourist demands. As tourists, we are not just encouraging this, we are fueling it. What do I mean by this? Why I start with a sad story. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the travel experience. When we are traveling, we want to experience something that's different with our daily life at home. And the destination can provide us with unique surveys, like riding elephants, taking selfies with elephants. Is it meaningful? No, it's definitely not. One reason that leading to this consequence is because of increasing number of tourists. Let me tell you some numbers now. There were around 25 million people who are taking an international holiday in 1950. But today, approximately 1 billion people haven't gone on international holiday. Because our societies got richer, there are more resources, more mobilities, and more wealth. And United Nations World Tourism Organization predict that there will be around 1.9 billion people having a holiday in 2030, nearly double than today. Wow, what a huge number. However, with an increasing number of tourists, we've got major challenges in terms of polluted environment, destroyed wildlife, or more. As travelers, how we can make travel better? It's not just about me, it's about we. How we can make some meaningful differences for the destination, for the environment, and for wildlife. These are questions that we have to think about. We have to take responsibilities for our behaviors and for destinations. Last year, I went to Uganda with East African playgrounds for a month. I walked there with a local primary school and had fun with children. We built a new playground and organized lots of outdoor activities. On weekends, I also did adventures in Uganda in my first time, such as cold biking, white rafting, and the safari. So not only can I do volunteering with the program and make some positive effects for local schools and communities, but also I can explore Uganda in a collective way. The travel is meaningful for me and I do learn a lot. This year in January, I went to Bangkok with Asian Pacific Youth Exchange, which responds to the global needs of actively engaging with youth in localized sustainable development goals. I did training sessions in United Nations Bangkok. We immersed in the local community and did a project for them. At the same time, we helped to preserve and support this community. That's the meaning we were there. And yeah, these are my experience about my travels. Most of them are in a volunteering way. I'm sure that my travels are meaningful, but I'm not to say that there's only one way to have a meaningful travel. And meaningful travel is not strictly about going to a volunteering vacation. There are lots of ways that you can have your own travel. It could be just a small thing. When you travel, you can support the local economy by hiring local guides. Or you can search for people who run their own companies and have their own small business. Go to the market and go shopping locally. You also can go to the elephant conservation areas and national parks that are always a meaningful travel, rather than riding elephants. You can go to visit a charity. It is easy to find a charity to visit and help when you are traveling. So much of traveling ways help with sustainability. When you volunteer with conservation, it keeps communities and wildlife reserves from being exploited. Meaningful travel is simply about being aware of your environment, respecting the culture and customs. Travel is the best education that anyone could have. It breaks down barriers and strips away the prejudice. It opens people's minds, and when you come home, you pass on your thoughts, your observations, and your feelings about the places you visit. So, join me, be a responsible tourist, and have a meaningful travel. Thank you.